Welcome back. 9:13 here on Great Day at 9A. College tuition is rising. Student debt is rising. Costs in general are rising. Are you sensing a trend here?
I'm sensing a little bit of a trend here. Even though a new study from Fidelity shows more than 75% of parents have started saving for college, now there's more worry about what it's going to take to pay for the degree. So what can parents do?
All right, well, that's where Tony Durkin, the Vice President of 529 College Savings Products for Fidelity Investments, come in. Hi, Tony. Thanks for joining us today.
Hi, Caitlin and Scott. Thanks for having me.
Oh, my pleasure. Tony, when I went to school, tuition was $3,000 for, I think, for the year. That was 1900. That's not the case anymore, is it?
Certainly not.
No, definitely not.
So first of all, can you explain to people what a 529 account is?
Yeah, that's important.
And how we should be putting our money into that?
Yeah, 529, the easiest and simplest way to understand it is a tax advantage way to save and pay for college.
Simply put, it's as simple as that. And so we had this study. What did it reveal about the impact the events of the past year have had on parents and families paying for college?
Yeah, Scott, the good news is 2/3 feel more positive than they felt last year. Yet 68% still expect modifications to the in-person learning experience. This shows us that the pandemic shift towards virtual and hybrid learning models is still top of mind with parents.
Isn't that interesting?
Parents claim if these modifications continue, their children may consider taking a gap year or enrolling in an online-only institution before transferring to an in-person institution.
Okay, is that like a cost-saving method for families? Is that one of the concerns that they have, I'm sure in general, for making sure that they're saving enough money for their kids to go to college, right?
Yeah, I think it's a little bit of both, Caitlin. It's, the gap year obviously would, you wouldn't be attending school at all and you'd have that savings. But I think more of it is simply the concern that if you're going to pay for college, then you want that traditional in-person experience.
What are there any tips to help parents and families that, release some of the burden of the stress they may have with this process?
Yeah, for sure. There's 3 tips that parents can put into action right now. First is simply to have a plan. I think all parents would agree they would never recommend their child to go into a test and simply guess at the answers.
Right. Yet
29% of parents don't know what the cost of college will be.
Wow. Oh, wow.
And they end up taking their own best guess at what that number might be. The good news, it's never too early to start saving, and using a dedicated account like a 529 is a great way to take advantage of the tax benefits of saving and paying for college. Second, simply having a discussion with your child about the future of education and the potential financial responsibilities. Lastly, one that's overlooked, gifting.
Yeah.
Simply asking friends and family to help.
Yeah.
Many family members would welcome the opportunity to help support college goals versus having to decide what's the next best toy or game for a special occasion.
Yeah, I've had a lot of friends with kids who've been born in the last couple of years, and that's one of their registry items is contributing to their 529.
Well, terrific. Tony.
Yeah, it's a growing trend for sure. Yeah.
Tony, thank you so much for being with us. We so appreciate your help.
Great advice.
You're welcome. Thank you, Caitlin and Scott. Have a great day.
Thanks, you too.
All right.